Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachie and I'm playing Planet Zoo. If you've never seen this game before, you're in for a treat. This is a zoo management game. It's also one of my all-time favorite games ever. I love Planet Zoo. It's an amazing game. If you have seen this game before, I apologize. I'm not an amazing builder. So if you're expecting like huge, fantastic, amazing, beautiful builds that I've seen so many people do, yeah, no, that's not me. So I do apologize. But if you are interested in animals, or if you like animals and you like tycoon management style games, then stick around because this game's a lot of fun and poo can hit the fan real quick. So when I'm starting out a zoo, so this is a brand new franchise zoo. I've done nothing with it. I have the standard amount of conservation credits. I've got no research. I've got no nothing, bare bones, everything. I am going to start making my usual hub zone. Yeah, I'll go with that path. That's a nice path. In this game, I like to have a hub zone. I like to call it, which is basically just an area smack bang in the middle of the zoo, or towards the smack bang in the middle of the zoo entrance, that is covered by power. Yay. That I can have all the amenities that I need to be able to run my zoo efficiently for like the first 6 or so animals that I add into the zoo. This game can get out of hand really quickly, which isn't saying that it's a bad thing. It's just, yeah. Things can hit the fan real quick. So, that's not gonna let me just do a path. Cool. So I'm gonna have to put one in there, align it to the grid, and then do this way. Yep, cool. So yeah, as I said, if you've never actually seen this game before, welcome. But what I'm doing now is, effectively, this is what I do. This is the shape I do. And this is a staff path. So guests and anyone visiting the zoo uses these, like this sort of, I think it's like a stone type path to wander around. Staff can only use these paths, which is handy. Well, I say that lightly. They can also use these paths, obviously, but staff only have access to these paths, which is where you want to keep all of your amenities. So in facilities, in the staff facilities, these are the buildings that I'm going to want to use. These are just empty shell style buildings. So if you want to build your own shell building, there is a crap ton of stuff in this game that you can use to build your own buildings, and so many people seriously have done some amazing buildings in this game and amazing architecture, and just it blows my mind. But if you're like me and you have no skill, these are the ones you want to go for. It's a basic shell that has this building inside of it. And we're going to need every single one of these. And then what I do is I turn a negative impact on guests. This is an awesome tool because basically anything, you'll see that these have like a red circle around them. It should go down when I place it. But every staff building, like power kind of thing, like negative things that the guests don't want to see, has this red circle around it. And if it's if the circle intersects, so if I put it like here, for example, if that circle intersects with the pathing, which is over here, and guests walk through that, they're going to feel negative feelings. So they're not going to give your zoo a good review. But if, say, it's in here, it's not touching the pathing, it's touching the staff path, which doesn't matter, but it's not touching the public pathing. The guests don't care. So they're just going to be like, yay, cool, whatever. When I place this, so you can see it is touching on the left-hand side. It's going over the, over onto the guest paths. But when I place it down, because it's in a shell that looks pretty, the red circle will go down. It doesn't go down a lot, but it goes down. So in that case, I think I'm going to have to move the workshop a little bit further over because our guests really don't like the workshop. Yeah, there you go. See how it's not, see how the path's there and the red circle ends here. That means the guests don't care. They're not going to see it. It's whatever. So then I'm going to use that as a guideline to be able to put all the other staff amenities that I need. So that was the workshop, I believe. Yep, cool. Workshop. What was the research center? Quarantine and the vet are two of the hardest buildings to place, I feel. Which is a bit sad because you'd think like seeing a vet at a zoo, you'd be like, wow, those guys really care about their animals. Yeah, no. What's that? Yep, that's the keeper hut. All right, so I've got keeper hut, I've got quarantine. I need the research center. Research center can go next to the keeper hut. Cool. I need a staff room, which I should be able to plug there. Yep, perfect, cool. What are you? Workshop, keeper hut, research center, staff room. I'll place the vet. Yep, beautiful. The vet. And then last but not least, I need a trade center, which I'm hoping goes down. Yes, cool. So as you can see, not from like the high angles, but everything, like all the red is contained within these boxes here. So then I can use that as a guideline to sort of move these paths in, which is kind of what I want to do. I want to move them in. Beautiful. All right. I need the normal path 7, align to grid. And I should just be able to go straight down. Perfect. And I think we'll keep that one. Yeah, we'll keep that one where it is. Otherwise, the guests are gonna chuckle wobbly. So there you go. I don't know why the negative impact with the staff center ends before the end of the building. It's like just, but that's fine. It's fine. The guests don't care. So now we have our, oops. Now we have our little hub area. Actually, I think I might move it out one to make it look pretty. Okay, that looks better. And it's nice and symmetrical. Yay! Cool. So now that we've got our staff area, we've got our place for the staff, we need to actually get staff. So to hire staff, go to staff. What I get for the very beginning of the game is I just get a keeper. I get a mechanic, and I get a vet. That's all I start with. I don't start with any other staff. Eventually, when you start adding in amenities, like toilets, and when you get like the very first stuff that you use for what is it, like food, drink vendors, souvenir vendors, all that stuff, there'll be trash. Like you'll see trash everywhere, and then you'll put bins everywhere, so then you'll need some caretakers and security and all that sort of stuff. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, you can also change the uniforms. I don't really want to stuff around with that. So who have we got? Oh, it's not going to let me click on them. All right, let's go to play mode. Who are you? Miguel Regan, Alex Sorensen, and Stephen Channing. Cute. So there are staff. I keep this area open because I like to put like a souvenir stand, an information stand, and all of that sort of stuff later on in the game. And I tend to keep this area open because this is where I would normally build my first sort of beginner exhibit, just to have something that people can walk in and they'll be like, whoa, animal. It's a bit silly. And that very first exhibit that I like to build is a Nile monitor. I have my reasons. But yeah, Nile monitors are the very first animals that I tend to buy in this game. That and peafowls. They're my go-tos because they're super easy to look after. They live for a long time. Not peafowls, but Nile monitors. They actually live for quite a decent amount of time. They have quite a few offspring per mating event, and they're just easy to look after. So what I do is go to the thingy, go to Nile monitor. Here they are. Oh, they're cute. They're not very endangered, so you don't really get a lot of conservation credits and all that sort of stuff for releasing them into the wild, but they're a good start. All you need is at least, so if I was going to get 2 adults, I need at least 325 square meters of room. They need 94 square meters of water. It doesn't need to be specific to how deep it is. It needs a grade 2 boundary, at least 0.5 meters high, at least half a meter high. That is super easy to build, and I'm going to be building it right here. So let's barriers. So I like to use wood. It's grade 3, which is less than what you need. Its dilapidation rate is low, so that means the mechanic doesn't really need to pop around much. And it's sort of a bit difficult when you're starting out, but my goal is to build really kind of irregular shaped paths, and sort of areas. I like irregularity. But let's give them... This is going to be weird, and I apologize. But there is... There is method to my madness. All right. So guests like to have a view of the animals, and sometimes if they're ground dwelling animals, the guests can't really get a good look if they're on the ground. So what I do is I build elevation around the barriers to be able to give them a good spot. So firstly, we're going to, it's 2 meters high. Let's just drop the length back a little bit. Okay. And I want to be able to curve them. What I should have done before. Yep, and bins can go there. Cool. Alright, so now that we're on a straight. And then basically, I'm just going to be building this weird shaped enclosure for these Nar monitors so that they can have an awesome, huge area. Looks a bit funny, I know, but like, what zoo do you go to that has, you know, actual proper, what am I thinking? Like squares. Like, what zoo has square enclosures? That's just weird. I'm gonna put a staff entrance. And this is another thing. Yep, staff paths. Make it little. And I have it come off this way. No. That's annoying. And come off this way. Oh, that's going to be useful. Have it break off. Go this way, not up. It's not gonna let me put it back here, is it? No, that's annoying. Never mind. I won't have my staff path go that way then. I'll just have a link there. There you go. Alright. So there's our gate, so our keepers can come into this. Now this is going to recognize this is a habitat now, so it has to have a fully enclosed barrier and a habitat gate. And then it's going to be a habitat. So I'll call this Nar monitor. I'm just one of those people that names everything. We have 808 square meters to play with. That's huge for Nar monitors. So that's great. We want that. So they'll have some grassy area over here. I'll build them a nice pond over here. We'll give them some shelter and all that sort of stuff. But we won't really know what they need until we actually get them. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a work zone. And I'm going to create a work zone with all of this. And habitat. And the entrance gates. And I'm going to call this entrance. Cool. So that's got literally everything. And I'm going to assign these guys to the entrance zone. And then I'm going to create a new work zone, add everything. And I'm going to call it everything. So I should have 2, which is fine. All right, we're looking a bit bare with our stuff. So animal trading. This is the fun part. Oh, they got dingoes. I think that must have been the last thing. Yeah, that must have been the last thing that I filtered. Yeah, cool. So clearly I was doing something. Nile monitors. There they are. Oops. I need to actually confirm. Beautiful. Another thing. Nile monitors are also generally pretty cheap. So you can get some good ones for some decent credits. Like, look, this is only 70 credits and it's like green stats and it's pretty young. So yes, please. Now we need a lady who's just as good. Thank you. And now we can press play on our zoo that has nothing in it. All right, animal storage. We'll take our Nile monitors and we'll send them to our zoo. We will send them to quarantine. And then we'll watch our vet run. Run, vet. What's his name? Samuel? Run, Sam. I think it's Sam. Oh, Steven. Run, Steven. All right, so what he's going to do is he's going to get those Nile monitors out and chuck them into quarantine. The Nile monitors are just going to sit there in quarantine for a little bit. And while they're going to be sitting there in quarantine, I may as well dig them some water. So let's give them a pond. Give them somewhere cool that they can swim in. Gonna be pretty deep. Make sure they have ample space to be able to get out. Put some water in there. Beautiful. Look at that. Alright, let's have a look. Still plenty of land area, and even if they have babies, there'll still be plenty of land area, and there's plenty of wet water area, which is good. That's what we want. And then I know just from little bits and pieces, I'm just gonna build them. I sort of call it like a sunbathing deck. It's nothing like fancy, but it's just these like plank floor pieces that look like this. That I kind of just stuff around into like this, like a shape that looks like that. And then see how it's like hidden, and they'll walk across that and they'll have a great old time. All right, so in our quarantine, we've got 2 paths ready to leave. So we'll move them into their new home. Run! It's so funny. So that's the start. It's sort of good. I like doing that. I just think it looks really cute. I also believe that doubles as hard shelter for these guys. I don't think they're particularly sort of picky, which is another thing that I love about these guys. They're so chill. Or at least to me they are. Oh, look at you. I can't get close enough. Look! So cute. He's having a... So cute. He probably hates life right now. Its terrain is probably crap. Yep. And its environment doesn't have enough coverage and it's got no enrichment and all that sort of stuff, but we'll fix that. Yeah, woohoo! Oh yeah, that's right. Go straight into the water. It's got too much long grass and there's not enough sand. So we'll just play around. Make it all sandy. It's not enough long grass. No, it's too much long grass. They need more soil. Beautiful. And some rock. Give them some rock over here. How are we going? There we go. That's better. See? Once all of the stuff is in the green sort of zone area, that's how they like their habitat. I'm generally not going to be stuffing around with that too much. Oh, okay, there's not enough swimming area. Where can you not go? Did I not put that high enough? I don't think I put it high enough. Cute. Alright, I might have to push this out a little bit more. So that's fine. We'll just pause the game. I'll need to remove the water. Sorry, guys. And then I'll push this down more. And we'll push it out over here. And that should give them more area to swim. That looks a lot nicer anyway. Oh, yeah. So that one will get boxed up because it was in the water when it shouldn't have been. And we're still good on the environment, but I think I'll just give them a little bit more soil, I think. And we'll put some more rock down there. Oh. Alright. Yep, that's better. So now they've got some navigatable swimming area. They don't need any hard shelter, or they have hard shelter with this. They're just so easy. Like, they're so easy. Like, look, I'm basically already done. The only thing that I need to do now is get some foliage in here. You can click these and it'll automatically filter what they like and what they don't like. So we'll just terrain around. I don't remember, and it's going to annoy me. Nope, that hides everything. That's that. I don't want it to align to surface. I don't remember how to do the sort of cheat to have it sync, so I might have to... Oh, there we go. That's it. X. Beautiful. That's what I'm after. There we go. Let's chuck a rock. There we go. Alright, so people are gonna start rocking up anyway. These guys don't really care about visitors all that much. So you can kind of just make the whole enclosure glass. Give it a glass window. Like, they don't care. They're happy to have people staring at them all day. But I am going to just pause quickly, and I'm just gonna add in some more stuff so that they'll have like things to enjoy. Cool. I like a few rocks. We like some rocks. They're pretty easy to chuck in. No, we want a bigger rock. That's better. Want some rocks. And then we want some reeds. I know there was a way to do that just as it was, and it's just escaping me right now, and it's annoying me a little bit. There we go. Super easy. There's some greens. One over here. See, we're already looking better. We got some trees. Chuck a nice big one over here. I should probably highlight one of them just to make sure that I don't overdo it, because as much as they like I don't want to angle snap. No, thank you. As much as they like coverage, see, that's already starting to get to a bit too much. So I think I'll just chuck a bush, a couple of bushes. Where's the ground grass? Ground grass? That defeats the purpose. Isn't most grass on the ground? I like to just put a little tuft or two around the bottom of trees. I think it looks a little bit more natural. Nope, that's a tree. There we go. Some grass. We'll give them some bedding. So these guys are pretty happy with just whatever, but we might chuck it on there. Okay, so now they've got some bedding, and we'll put some over in under the tree. I don't want to be stuffing around. I know that we've got a little bit more nature that we can chuck in there, so maybe we can find another tree. Cool. Gonna put some lilies in there. That one we want to align to surface or align to water. Beautiful. Okay, we're already looking good. And grass. No, I won't chuck one of them in there. That's usually my go-to plant. I normally just chuck those in there. There we go. More grass. I have this sort of like thing that no, I don't like that. The caretakers can't get their lawnmower like under here and like under trees. So there's just like grass there. Like that makes sense, right? Well, I think it does anyway. Chuck a bit in there. Cool. Alright. I think we've hit pretty much the limit on the Now monitors. They've got plenty of plants. Their coverage is great. They've got plants all for the, you know, they're happy with all the plants that are in there. The last thing that we need to give them is a food tray. They can have a large food tray. They don't particularly care about guests, so we'll just chuck it in the middle. And I don't think we have any enrichment for them. No. So then we press play. And there we go. There's our now monitors. He's just chilling. Hard to get a good, like, a good camera angle without, like, double clicking on him. He's just chilling on the deck. So cute. Yes, get together, make some babies. Give me money. So yeah, that's our now monitor habitat. And that's how long it really takes to get sort of started in this game. Like half hour, if that. And we've already got our first habitat. What we do need to do though now, is now that we have these, we need to loot or sort of stick around donation boxes. So we have a look at where the guests like to gather. So they like to gather over here. And they like to gather here. These are effectively your way of making money. If you don't have them, it kind of takes a while to sort of start actually making money. But what'll happen is guests will be like, cool, I saw an animal. And they'll chuck money in it. And then we make money. See? Just like that. The other thing that's good to do is getting these, or sort of this, a habitat education board. I sort of stick them not right in guests' faces, but close to the donation board. And then you can click it to the Now monitor. And then it'll educate people on the Now monitor. Tell them about it, what it is, why it exists, that kind of thing. We'll just pop another one over here. And flick it to Now monitor. I might spend some time off camera creating a really nice one. But for the time being, that does the trick. And the other one, I might actually move that there. That's better. And yeah, I might spend off camera doing like a really nice one. Because you can get some... You could, like, there's so many examples of like people that have custom built these signs. And they've added the speakers, like these educational speakers, into the actual board itself to talk about the exhibit animal itself. It's just, yeah. The amount of amazing stuff that this community has done in this game is just wild. I think we'll chuck one... We'll just chuck one there. Then people know what they're looking at. Cool. There we go. And now I'm on in a habitat. They have a bed. They have lots of places to sleep. They've got that. Now what we need to do is the Now monitors aren't particularly, like, they're not getting any enrichment. So we need to start researching them. So our vet here, Steven, drag him on there and he'll start researching them. Once he hits those little nodules, so each of those little nodules is like a perk here. So this first nodule here, we'll get some toy enrichment. We unlock food level 2, which means that we can give the Now monitors better quality food, which means they'll be happy, or happier, and they'll be more like enriched with their current environment. And we can learn a fun fact. So that's always good. I like the fun facts. They're actually really fun. Like, they're genuinely good. And you learn like a lot about the animals and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, for our first animal, there we go. Yeah, I think what I'll do next time is I'll work on our next animal. I don't know what the next animal will be. It'll either be a peafowl or a meerkat. Comment down below if you have a specific animal that you want to see in the video. But at the meantime, or for the meantime, this is Nile Monitors. This is Planet Zoo. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to continue watching me play this game, consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.